Welcome to the South Texas Amateur Tour Podcast, the Power Hour, with your hosts, Travis Silkowski, Michael Termanuelian, Casey Graham, Jason Bird, and Brad Gilbert.
Good evening, everybody. MD here. Welcome to the South Texas Match Play Challenge pre-game show. No, not really. It is the playoffs preview. We are 2 days away from having a full South Texas Match Play Challenge team. And before we do that, we got to talk a little bit about last weekend. It is 7:33. It's Wednesday, October the 15th. And we are very, very close to the end of the playoffs, to the beginning of the South Texas, and the season's winding down, yet it's getting incredibly busy and fast. But let's talk to Travis. Let's talk to Travis.
What up, MD? Happy Wednesday, happy podcast. It's cool to be playing back-to-back weeks, right? We had that.
Dude, I love it.
We had that big fall, like that playoff RSVP window, and came back to Northern Hills, and then here we are on Wednesday, and we're talking round 3 and round 4. We're talking Tour Championship. We're talking full South Texas Match Play Challenge. We're talking new South Texas Match Play Challenge sponsor. But before we go forward, let's go backwards. How good were those putting surfaces at Northern Hills this last weekend?
I mean, I thought the course in general was pretty phenomenal. The putting surfaces were the best we've seen, maybe this year altogether. I thought the new tee box on 9 that you used was cool this weekend. I thought
I like using that one. They let that one go years ago. The trees didn't get trimmed, blah 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 blah. But it was perfect. It was just quirky enough to be fun and not annoying.
Yeah, I mean, I thought the whole course setup. I mean, didn't I think you let those greens and the pins did all the work this weekend.
And very few red numbers, as we'll see in a second here when we go back and we look at round 1 and round 2 scores. A couple more red numbers, but not a lot. On Saturdays, round 1 was just Bart's gross 71 on Champ Flight, and that was the only red number, only green number.
Yeah, I mean, and I was in the cart, or I was playing with Bart, and
you were in Bart's
I mean,
group?
it was, yeah, I was in Bart's group both days, and honestly, like, he just didn't make any mistakes. Like,
Right.
It wasn't that he was, and to be honest, he probably left, and he'll tell you, he probably left a good 6 birdie putts, like, roll right over the edge of the cup, and you're like, how is that not dropping? But I mean, that's how difficult the course was playing.
Awesome. And that's just cool to see from Northern Hills. We've had such cool course conditions on tour down the stretch, with Willow and Brack being good, Brack being great now going into this weekend's Tour Championship. And Saturday's round 3, MD was right, just a little over 2.5 days away to our round 3 shotgun start, top 54. MD, what is our order of subject tonight? How are we gonna go? I wanna give the people a timeline, a roadmap per se of the next 25 minutes.
We are going to talk a little bit about the weekend. I did not get screenshots for Golf Genius for us. I'll have the points up there, and we can talk about and highlight some of the either the good rounds or some of the big movers on the board in the top 54 list. And then again, we'll talk about our new sponsor, and then we'll talk about this weekend and it's going to be a lot going on this weekend, a lot. Um, and it's going to
Yeah.
be.
And that's really what I want to focus on is going forward. So let's do just a quick recap from Northern Hills. I've got the round one leaderboard up. It was a 1.0 times multiplier. All of this information that we are talking about right now is at www.stxamtour.golf. And then right on the homepage is a link to the playoff website. And all of this information is there.
And if you're so inclined, you can scan the QR code in the top corner.
Oh, I forgot about the QR code. I love the QR code. And we'll have that QR code screenshotted, for lack of better terminology, on the Facebook page later, too. I love that. So, round one, Saturday, this past Saturday, October 11th, Bart Wilson and Timmy Blunt and Terry Bleeker and Ben Carricker, first place points on the gross side in their respective flights. Dan Burke in champ flight, Jeff Wern in first, Monty Morales in second, and Kendall Murray in third, all took home first place net points. The cool part about the top 72 is there was actually a tie at 72. 73 golfers marched on to Sunday's round number 2, also at Northern Hills. 1.5 times multiplier. Bart Wilson, round of the day, 67, bogey free, birdied the first and the last, 67, solid round. Trey Salinas and Mark Kacheski also under par gross. Bart Wilson, John Arnett, and Isaac Nabaretti win first place gross points on Sunday. 1.5 times multiplier. So that is 150 points. The points escalate. Net winners on Sunday. Woo! Net winners on Sunday. Champ flight net, Mark Kacheski. First flight net, Danny Puckett. And second flight net, Kendall Murray. So that is Bart Wilson and Kendall Murray and Mark Kacheski with back-to-back first places at Northern Hills, which propels us to this graphic. This is the graphic that it's all about, the top 54 graphic. Of these 54 players, 9 more will make the team on Sunday. Woo! Mark Kacheski shoots up to number 1 after win-win. Kevin Davidson, Micah Carroll, Kendall Murray, Jeremy Jaramillo round out the top 5. Jeffrey Wern. There's Bart Wilson jumping up to 7th. Tim Blunt up to 8th. Alex Sertucci and Greg Richter round out your top 10. All of the different colors on here represent how you qualified. Yellow was bonus points, top 50, top 50. Blue and green were spring and summer. Purple was waiting list. Like that mauve color was the crossover list. And the key color on here are the red names. The red names on this graphic are already on the South Texas Match Play Challenge team. So there was a really cool Facebook post a couple days ago that said, if the playoffs ended right now, ... Mark Kacheski, Micah Carroll, Kendall Murray, Bart Wilson, Tim Blunt, Greg Richter, and Barrett Hansen, the top 11, would be on the team in the point standings. That would put the horse race as Danny Puckett, Brad Gilbert, John Arnett, and Corey Frazier.
I love that. I love that.
I mean,
The important thing is the red names. They're already on the team. They're playing for the competitive golf. They're playing to crescendo into the match play. And they're playing for the big $5,000 purse coming up this Sunday. MD, let's talk to you first as a player. You played great on Saturday, and you hit the ball good on Sunday. The ball just didn't go in the hole. And
yeah, Sunday was rough.
you find yourself with a little work to do, not that far under the Sunday cut line. And everybody knows it's all about getting to Sunday and then playing the best. How are you preparing as a player, not as the host of the podcast right now, but as a player, how are you preparing to earn what do we need? 200 points? So a top 3 in your flight?
I mean, are you talking about 200 points to like propel me into like the conversation, or?
Yeah, to propel you into Sunday's conversation.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, we cut to 36. I got 8 people in front of me, and I'm working all week this week just doing wedges and putting, and giving some time to the range and the general swing, but chipping and putting. That's going to be the difference maker all weekend.
I agree. It's Brack, right? You can kind of hit it everywhere.
Even if you're hitting 3 woods, the entire front 9 is tee shot wedge, right? I mean,
Yep.
the
Higher front nines. And
the par 5s on the back 9 are the same way. 1.5 difficult par 4s on the back 9 if you count the tee shot on 16. Brack is the easiest, hardest golf course on the planet, right? Or
Yes.
the hardest.
easiest, right? However you prefer to say that.
But you're right. It's all about wedges. Hitting wedges close, making putts, saving par when you need to. All right. There's our match play team. This is who we were just talking about. Names in red on the top 54. All 6 qualifiers from the spring and summer season still alive in the top 54. That is Ty Arnett, Jeff Wern, and Kevin Davison from the spring season. Jeremy Jaramillo, the summer season champ, with Alex Zertucci and Lee Mull, and of course, David Falconer, our sponsor, with Shelby AC and Refrigeration. And we, as always, are proud to welcome new sponsors and new partners to the South Texas Amateur Golf Tour portfolio. And Willie Nelson and Gun Fleet Commercial are the new 2025 title sponsors for the South Texas Match Play Challenge this year. Thank you so much, and we're so excited. We're going to try to have Willie on the podcast in an upcoming show. We'll talk about that as we gear up, but all 6 of those guys still alive. Jeremy right behind Mark in the point standings. Zertucci's up there. Jeff Warren is up there.
Pioneer's playing with me on Saturday.
Ty Arnett had a rough Northern Hills at times,
and finds himself a little deeper down that top 54 list than he'd like to be.
You're on the team,
but you're right. You're on the team.
You can let it slack a little bit.
Yeah, kind of working on things a little bit.
Of those players, taking Jeremy out, who finishes highest in the top 36?
Jaramillo. No, I want to go back. I want to go back because now
Taking Jeremy out.
Zertucci.
Okay, excellent. I love Lee Mull
in second and first flight net.
Zertucci has this. I mean,
at Brack for sure.
At Brack, it does something to him. I mean, I've watched it so many times. Like he loves Brack. That's his golf course. If there's anyone I expect to go kick some ass, it's going to be
I
their 2
agree.
chains.
Let's put up the top 54 graphic again.
And we can just kind of see what order they're in right now. There's Lee in 12th, Zertucci in 9th, 5th and 6th, Jeremy and Jeff Wern. And there's Kevin Davidson right behind Mark. I apologize, Kevin. All right, let's look at this graphic a little tighter here. In 10th through 20th, in 10th through 20th, let me pull this up on my screen as well. So I'm looking at it a little bit bigger. There we go. In 10th through 20th, now mind you, 2.25 times multiplier, 225 points on Saturday, 350 points on Sunday. 10th through 20th, only separated by 40 points. Right? And 2nd through 10th is only separated by 45 points. So it's like 3 places on a flight leaderboard. 10th through 20th on this graphic is Greg Richter, Barrett Hansen, on the team, Lee Mull, Danny Puckett, Brad Gilbert, John Arnett, Corey Frazier, Mark Friend, Charles North, I love that, Charles Clark, Bob North, and Sean Vidal. This is basically where the horse race will fall. MD, in this 10, in the second 10 here, who is most likely
Vidal.
To have a good weekend and make the team.
Vidal.
He's been there before. He knows what that feels like. And
I also don't think, and you can correct me if I'm wrong here, this is kind of maybe some of the worst, not that he's playing bad, but this is the first time he's had to face some, in my mind, real adversity on the points list going into the second weekend. He's historically already on the team, or he's always high enough on the points list where he's kind of just, walking it in. So I think Vidal's got that kind of, maybe chip on his shoulder. And I mean, he knows Brack. He's been there standing over big putts. He likes big putts, and I cannot lie. So he can show up.
The same thing.
I was thinking the same thing right there. Wow,
Yes.
Is that creepy? Oh,
That's
my
how much
goodness.
time we spend together. That's how
Oh.
much talking we do together.
Oh, wow.
I was just looking at the Player of the Year standings list where Sean Vidal lied on that list in reference to the wild card pick, right? That's a team selection that we don't talk about a lot. And it just kind of happens at the end. Sunday's over. Top 36 is complete. We're on the team. We've got the horse race. And then there's this wild card pick. And it is the most points earned, spring plus summer plus the playoffs. And it is the exact same math as the Player of the Year list. So if it were to end right now, I'm looking at the Player of the Year list, which isn't published anywhere just yet. It'll be later this week publishing. Jeremy Jaramillo, Kevin Davidson are kind of running away with it. They have a 350-point lead over third place. So it's kind of Jeremy-Kevin down the stretch, with Jeremy leading Kevin by 80 points going into round 3. But going down this list, you don't have to go very far, and it stops at number 21 on the top 54 list that we're looking at. And if it ended right now, Darren Cormier at 21 would be the wild card pick.
Which would be the lowest it has
Ever been on this graphic. 14th was the lowest it's ever been before. Now there's a lot of golf to play, and there's 575 points still left to earn. Right? So that third place, through 54th place
is a crapshoot, right?
I mean, it's impossible to predict. We can get cut lines, but we don't know that fallout because it really is anybody's game.
Yep.
Brackenridge Park is in excellent shape, so we should really have the usual standard Brackenridge Park whole location sheet down the stretch, where once you make the turn on Sunday, you know exactly where every whole location is going to be. It's going to be back left on 10. It's going to be front right on 11. It's going to be back right on 13. It's going to be front left on 14. Middle right on 15. 17 is going to be way right, and 18 is going to be in that little nubby corner on the left-hand side. And oh, that's big news. We don't have that on social media just yet.
It was in the notice to players.
For the top 54, there's a huge sponsored closest to the pin marker on Sunday's top 36. So
A little extra incentive to play for on Saturday to get you into Sunday.
the Club Repair Studio at San Pedro
And Mission Orthodontics, Bart Wilson and Ben Carricker, are sponsoring a $500
closest to the pin on Sunday on hole 18 for the top 36.
So you got to qualify
On Saturday to get to Sunday, but everybody gets one shot there.
for 500.
And if you make a hole in one, they will double it.
if you make a hole in one, it goes to a GUR.
So in the words of Jeffrey Wern, so you're saying there's a chance? Yes, there is. Yes, there is. How fun is that?
I mean, realistically, if you make it to the second weekend, you have a chance.
Exactly right. That's exactly right.
They're so, and it's designed that way. It's designed where if you're in 54th this weekend, if you are one of the three, there were 3 withdrawals from the top 54. So 55, 56, and 57 got in essentially the alternate list, right? And if you are in 54th right now and you win, you will advance to Sunday. And if you win again, you will be on the South Texas Match Play Challenge team. What up, Bob North? Thanks for watching. Micah Carroll tuning in. Team members Alex Zertucci and Jeffrey Warren are here live. Woo! Thank you for joining us on this Wednesday night, everybody. Huh.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be. I mean, again, this weekend is one of those times where you got to find that. You got to find that piece inside you, and you just got to turn it on. And I mean, this is a big weekend. Like,
It's
the best weekend of the year.
It really is. I mean, it really is.
Okay, let's run down the schedule here. Let's run down the schedule for the rest of the year a little bit. Let me pull that up just so I'm on the same page as everybody here. All right.
Well, we know for sure those
Yes.
2 things right there.
That's exactly correct. We are going into round
3 on this
graphic, the top 54.
Brackenridge Park, Saturday, October 18th. Notice to players is out. Golf Genius
Link is online.
Golf Genius link is on the Facebook page. Scan the QR code in the upper
Right-hand corner of your screen.
It would be our right-hand side. I believe it'd be your left-hand side if you're looking at it. The top 36 after Saturday's round is over march on to the Tour Championship on Sunday, October 19th. For those of you playing in the top 36, plan on hanging out no matter what, because the best hour of the 2025 South Texas Match Play Challenge
will kick off at exactly 5 p.m. on Sunday, October
19th, the 2025 horse race. The first
4 players that do not automatically qualify
based on the top point standings go right to hole
number 1
and play a horse race for the final spot. After we get the winner of the horse race, we will go right into our first team meeting. South Texas Match Play Challenge team meeting.
Everybody will be there. Our team of 20 is set. Captains are announced. Alternates announced.
First team practice meeting, Sunday, November 2nd now. We won't have a podcast. I will have a podcast wrapping up
the playoffs and introducing the team. And then we'll have a couple weeks off from the podcast. And then we will come back live from the driving range with a team
practice session on Tuesday, November 4th. And then that Friday, we are at Moody Gardens having our team practice session at Moody Gardens on the tournament course. Saturday and Sunday, November 8th and 9th, the 2025th South Texas Match Play Challenge. 7-4, South Texas Amateur Tour holds the series lead. But I'll tell you what, I've seen Houston's roster. They're a little younger this year. Their handicaps are a little lower this year.
The median age is almost like in the 60s. They're lean. They're young.
Moody Gardens is going to be great.
Moody Gardens is going to be phenomenal.
Brackenridge Park's in great shape. I couldn't be more excited for the top 54 this weekend. This is just such a cool weekend. It really is exciting. There's nobody on that top 54 list that I wouldn't love to have on the match play team.
Going to be lots of rookies on the team this year, I think.
Micah Carroll in the comments asked who withdrew from the top 54. There were 3 withdrawals. Terry Bleeker, Michael Freeman Jr., and Isaac Nabaretti withdrew. And that allowed Claudia Ramirez, Bill Cohn, and Bradley Haddon to march forward on the alternate list.
How cool would it be to get in as an alternate and then win?
Oh,
and
for
make
sure.
The team?
For sure. And it's hard not to cheer for Claudia, right? Down there in 52nd place right now. It's hard not to cheer for MD in 40th spot. It's hard not to cheer for Bird in 30th right there.
Out of that list, I think I'm the easiest to not cheer for. Like, you really should have picked some bigger dicks.
Oh,
those are all nice people on tour. I need people that I can get voted up against. Okay.
Down there, 3 flights of 18. 3 flights of 18 on Saturday. Down below in the lower third of the point standing, Dale Beavers. I like him in first flight. I like Steve Robert.
Ooh, Roberto.
You know who also plays really well at Brack? Jolly Shackelford down there at 48th spot in the top 54. I sense a big weekend out of Jolly. Moving up that top 54 a little bit. Really, it's ranked in order of the top 54, but realistically, it's so tight. It's the 20th through 40th on this graphic is separated by 50 points. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, that's
and I'd also say, I mean, one, think about how many unique golfers we play throughout a season, 600 plus.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that fact that you're one of the top 50 war golfers on the tour.
Yeah. We are down to, what would that be? The top 15%, the top 18%, right? No, it's better than it's higher than
Even
that.
better than that. Yeah.
It's the other way. It's 8%.
23%.
Yeah, top 8.
Or top, excuse me, yeah, 7%, I think.
Yeah, and then it goes to 3.5%, 4% on Sunday. You're exactly right.
Like anybody on that list is on that list because they're pretty good, and there's an opportunity there for them to make a run and do something real special. Like that's where we should be. Like you shouldn't be in that top 54 and be someone who everyone sees on that list and goes, how did they make it in? Like it's that group that, again, every time that there's an event, they're the ones to look at, they're the ones to watch out for. And I mean, anything can happen on any given Saturday and Sunday. I'm interested to see if shotgun affects anybody on Saturday.
It's important to note that there's no champ flighters or first flighters starting on a par 3. We only used one par 3.
I was going to ask you about that.
Yep, I was only one par 3 in play, and it was in second flight. So there's 3 groups starting on hole 1. No champ flighters starting on 18. No first flighters starting on 15. So the setup committee gave the best equity of a par 4, par 5 tee shot across the board to the best they could.
Yeah, I mean, it certainly changes how you prepare, I think, a little too. Like for me, at least, when I'm thinking about getting ready to play, it certainly makes me think a little bit differently, especially on the range, in what I'm prepping for. Because I mean, you think about it, I'm starting on 17, so I know, let's acknowledge that most people, a lot of the big hitters, they try and go for the green, but that's because they're 17 hole or they're 16 holes in and they're loose. Are we going to see people making some big attempts? Are we going to see people mostly just kind of punch something to 115 or some safe number? Like, and that's how it is for every hole.
Yep, and that's it's certainly. I'm so glad in a situation, in a scenario like this, we were able to get those starting holes out quick, right? So I'm really excited about that game plan, and it kind of changes the game plan a little bit. It's certainly unorthodox, and it's just kind of the hand the top 54 was dealt. And you're right, it's an extra wrinkle of preparation in there, and it's an opportunity to prepare strong and go into that top 54 with a game plan to give you an advantage, right? So
yep.
And
if anybody not in the top 54 who might want to come out and hang out and caddy for me, I'll buy you your booze.
MD is looking for a caddy. At this time, I would like to give a big shout out and a special thank you to golfers not marching forward to Tour Championship weekend that participated in the playoffs. Tim Smith, Chris Hughes, Charles Romero, Jason Sandoval, David Felsing, and Jerry Wilton were all cut after round 1. And the big cut after round 2, Terry Bleeker, Isaac Nabaretti, and Michael Freeman all advanced but withdrew. Casey Graham, Michael Hudson, Luis Alvarez, David Falconer, Greg Graff, Andre Ramirez, Emmanuel Vasquez, Kamachi Ravichandran, Gregory Keogh, Eric Cortina, Kevin Keeney, Freddie Zapata, Jacob Trentman, Peter Snadden, Alex Pissarro, and Dustin Weldon. Great year, great season. Congratulations on making it to the playoffs.
I would say come watch on Saturday and Sunday. Your significant other thinks maybe you have to play this weekend. They don't know. I just bought you 2 free days. Come hang out with us.
Come hang out, spectate the horse race. At worst, follow along online.
MD, parting words of wisdom. Do we miss anything?
Is there anything you want to go for?
It is just after 8 o'clock Wednesday night. 2 hours. I'm sorry, 2 days. 12 hours.
2.5 days
to round 3's kickoff. San Pedro has been a hub for tour practice. Final thoughts, final words of wisdom going into the top 54, MD.
I have no words of wisdom, other than to say what I'm going to do, which is, this week is about practicing the things I didn't do well in the past weekend, and things I know I'm going to need to do well this coming weekend. I'm practicing, not just my swing, but my, even just setup and my what do I do before I hit a shot kind of thing, and get my routine really settled. And then I'm just thinking about going out and having fun. At the same time, while it is very close, I'm here. People are going to get cut one way or the other. You kind of have nothing to lose here. Just go and play your game, go have fun, and go low.
It's officially put the pedal down time, right?
Yeah.
Been a long season. We're finally there. It's the last 2 rounds. No regrets. Put the pedal down. Go for broke. Follow your game plan. Grind it out. There are a couple captain's picks. Team members. I don't want to see any bullshit from team members. As every day that we get closer to the South Texas Match Play Challenge, the pressure builds just a little bit for Jason and myself. Jason's still competing. I'm speaking as a captain of the match play team there for just a second. Statistically speaking, the last 4 road
teams have been victorious.
That means we are coming off a home loss from just a second ago. It's a big year. It's a big year for this match play team, and I want the team members to play hard, and I want them to take this
opportunity to continue to grind out tournament golf,
build, and grow, and be ready to put the pedal down November 7th, 8th, and 9th at Moody Gardens. No bullshit from team members is my final thought from tonight. Good luck, top 54.
I would also...
Go ahead.
I do want to add. If you are in that top 54 right now, and you'll see, if you make it to Sunday and you're kind of in that bottom half, really, really, really focus on the idea of, I have to be horse race ready. Know that it's a possibility. Don't be afraid of it. And be in that mental headspace when we get to that point on Sunday.
And we're talking about the top 54.
Everybody in the top 54 can make the match play team. Everybody in the top 54 can be in the horse race. Everybody in the top 54 can get into the money on Sunday. Same thing on Sunday. When you make that cut, everybody can win still. Everybody can team still. Everybody can horse race still. You are never out of it. Play hard. Good luck, everybody. This is it. This is the final weekend. It's Tour Championship weekend. The match play team is full. Danny Puckett's going to join us
in the
at the team meeting to talk sponsorships for Fairway Global Logistics
and Matchup Mayhem Volume
Volume 3. Willie Nelson and David Falconer will be there on
Sunday as sponsors. Willie is still in the field as a player. Good luck, Willie. Everybody. everybody in the field
is cheering for Willie to make the team, right? Willie makes the team. There might be an extra captain's pick there, right?
Very true.
Right? That's a big deal, right? Play hard, grind it out. 2 days, 13 hours, and 15 minutes
until 1 p.m.
Saturday.
Boom. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Top 54. Be ready to go on Saturday. Bring your A game. And hopefully we will see you on Sunday. Everyone have a good rest of your week. Get your reps in. And we look forward to seeing you. Have a good night.
Championship, baby. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Yeah, DH!